If you're struggling at work, feeling burnt out over the stress and anxiety and the pressure and the negative culture or the negative team and boss, or you're feeling like you're never good enough or do a proper job, then I'm here to help you take your power back and be happy at work. You can do all that by shifting your mindset so that you're the one determining the quality of your personal and professional life. It's all about mastering what I call the higher perspective. In my last video, I broke down the 4 pillars of the higher perspective: gratitude, authenticity, positive projection, and surrendering. Be sure to check that video out if you haven't already, because those 4 concentrations will set you up big time to help you master your workplace experience, as well as your personal life too, because everything that I discuss on this channel applies to both your professional and your personal life, because it's all about perspective. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the first pillar, gratitude, to help you understand its power at transforming your workplace experience for the better. As long as basic needs are met, the quality of your workplace experience is measured not by the circumstance, but rather your perspective of the circumstance. What determines your perspective? Well, that's based upon what you're searching for. Most people suffering from stress, anxiety, pressure, and feeling burnt out or overwhelmed are searching for evidence to support the notion that they are stressed, anxious, overworked, and ready to push that ejection button. So in order for you to transform a negative workplace experience, we need to change what you're searching for. This is where gratitude comes in. Once you have a clear understanding of why it's so gosh darn powerful, you'll be way more likely to invest in a daily practice. A good gratitude practice is one of the easiest investments with one of the most profound and immediate returns. And if gratitude was a stock, I'd pour my life savings into it. And I kind of do. As I shared in previous videos, there are 3 key components to the quality of your mind and therefore life: presence, perception, and perspective. Presence is what we're experiencing in the current moment. Perception is how we're perceiving that moment through our senses: sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch. And perspective is how all of that makes us feel. Most people find themselves suffering through a horde of stress, anxiety, and pain because they're all up in their own heads and they're not staying present or aware of the current moment. We're overthinking, we're obsessed with what's missing in work instead of what's right there in front of us. And all these negative byproducts are a result of us looking in the wrong places for fulfillment and for pride as well. Let's say I draw a circle, and within this circle is where you feel fulfilled, worthy, valued, proud, confident, peaceful, prosperous, and happy. That's a pretty good circle to be in, isn't it? What's in that circle? Great question. Everything in that circle is reality. It's a summarization of who you are and what you've done to get exactly where you now reside. What happens outside of that circle? Well, everything else. It's everything you aren't as well as everything you haven't accomplished. The only way for you to feel all those wonderful things within the circle is when you place yourself and your awareness within it. The problem is that most people, kind of almost all of them actually, have a pre-existing condition to focus our attention outside of the circle instead. We're looking at everything we aren't, and we're going to find what we're looking for. When we come to presence and stay focused on the present moment, we eliminate our suffering as long as we stay within that circle of presence. When you get stressed out and anxious, overwhelmed, you're focusing on everything you haven't done and not what you have finished. That's a trap. You see, because that's an impossible position to escape. I always say, even a billionaire will feel broke if they're only looking at all the money they don't have. If you have a job, there will always be more work to do, and therefore, you're never really going to be caught up. In order to escape that suffering, we have to come to the present moment, embrace it for what it is, and make peace with it. But that sounds pretty boring, doesn't it? Especially when your ego, or the lower mind as I call it, is conditioned to find all that juicy drama and fault in life instead. What magazines sell better at the grocery store checkout? The ones about mindfulness and meditation, or all the negative celebrity gossip? We're drawn to that negative because it ignites something carnal within us. And I'm saving all that jam for another video, so make sure to stay tuned and subscribe. Drama, fault, and failure have a denser gravity than mindfulness and peace and presence. And so to the untrained mind, we have to come up with something even stronger to hold our attention. Enter gratitude. If awareness to the present moment is where your liberation resides from suffering, and I challenge you to simply practice mindfulness, it's like a treasure hunt without a treasure at the end. It's typically not strong enough of a current to hold your attention, especially if you're just getting started with retraining your mind and perspective. But if I challenge you to find gratitude, then that's kind of fun and sexy. You're actually practicing mindfulness with the hope of finding some gold along the way. It's a simple trick of the human mind. We need a reward in order to invest in the search. Practicing mindfulness is meh. Searching for gratitude is a lot more exciting. They're both kind of the same, but one serves our basic need for gratification. Now think of this. What does it even mean to be grateful? I believe that gratitude comes in various forms, which are all broken down into positive emotions. Think about it. When you enjoy your favorite slice of pizza, you're grateful for the flavor. When you laugh with your friends, you're grateful for the humor. When you relish a good dance, a great song, a fun hobby, or your best friend, you're finding gratitude within the experience. And when you're head over heels in love with someone, that's the purest form of gratitude for them being exactly who they are and how they make you feel. Joy, pleasure, delight, laughter, and even love are different concentrations of gratitude. And they're right there surrounding you as you watch this video. But if you're not looking for them, you won't find them. And I can prove my point by playing that Sarah McLachlan commercial with the abused puppies, or share a video of children living in desperate measures all around the world. If I did this, I bet you'd feel pretty humbled for the blessings surrounding you at this very moment. We forget all about our current blessings, and instead we go hunting for fault and suffering by placing expectations on life. I'm going to have an epic video breaking all that down in the near future as well, because that's the fourth pillar, surrendering. Gratitude means staying in your circle. Gratitude means finding those blessings on a regular basis so that we feel good about ourselves and the life we're living, instead of existing outside of the circle with everything that's missing. Gratitude means feeling like you're good enough, all the while striving to evolve into something more. Gratitude means celebrating what you've done and feeling fulfilled and accomplished. You've been gifted with the opportunity of choice, and your choice can empower you and your chance of success, or it can steal it away and disempower you. All of this relies on your perspective. Gratitude is you choosing to empower yourself and transform your entire life for the better. Okay, now that we've done a proper job of establishing why gratitude is so powerful and important, let's set you up to do something about it. If you're ready to experience a significant shift in the quality of your workday, then you're gonna wanna start leaning into this here practice. I mentioned this first part in the last video. Take some time to yourself and start listing out all the colleagues you're grateful for, the experiences you've had at work that were pretty amazing, the perks and the benefits that you're blessed to have, and why you're grateful for that income because of what it provides you and your family. This will help you elevate your perspective of work so that you can start appreciating it once again. Because there was a time when you first got started that you were pretty happy to be there. And now we could start incorporating habits of gratitude. First thing in the morning, think about how fortunate and blessed you are to be able to wake up and commit to the things which bring you fulfillment, peace, and love into your everyday life. Even envision what your day holds ahead and all the personal tasks, work commitments, time with family, self-care practices, great food, moments of peace, and of course, all the fun. Embody an authentic sense of gratitude on the day as if you're looking back on it instead of looking ahead. This is like casting a net of positivity and prosperity and fulfillment into your entire day and then harvesting all of that at the end while you make your way through your gratitude practice. Next step is to grab yourself an empty notebook or a journal and then set a reminder to go off first thing in your phone in the morning. It should say something like this: find 10 things to be grateful for today. 10 may seem like a lot, but that only means you're complicating what you qualify as a reason to be grateful. Don't overthink it. Gratitude is an experience with any positive or peaceful emotion. So anytime something is peaceful or above, that's a moment to be grateful for. Your boss actually smiles today, or you just have a nice, pleasant, peaceful moment after lunch. You put out a few fires, you have a productive bathroom break. All these things are moments for you to celebrate that gratitude. And occasionally, you'll experience bigger wins with things like landing a new opportunity, the launch goes well, a promotion looks promising, the boss pats you on the back in front of the entire leadership, or your team pulls through and saves your butt. But it's not about the experience and the details, it's about what you're feeling in that moment and how long you can make it last. When I catch myself in the middle of a moment of gratitude, I try to intentionally draw it out and deepen my appreciation. The lower mind will try to rush you along with thoughts of what you should be doing right now or all the things that still need to be done. Ignore it. Stay present and breathe like you're inhaling your last breath. Time will slow, your perspective will expand, and you'll feel as if you've tapped into some current of consciousness well beyond where you were moments ago. Now imagine stringing a few of those kinds of experiences together throughout your day or week. Your life becomes a feel-good coming-of-age movie. Pro tip here, if you're having a bit of trouble finding 10 reasons throughout your day, then you're probably overthinking it. Millions of people all over the world are praying, pleading, and begging for a life that looks a lot like yours. So don't squander that and really relish all the blessings and abundance that surround you on a regular day. After you've successfully made it through your entire day, you should start feeling a slight change in the quality of your mind as well as that day because you've embraced all those moments of gratitude. In the evening is when you write them down. That's right. It's a powerful practice because you're breathing life into all that abundance and celebrating it. Write it down like this. I'm grateful for experience because it made me feel emotion. Write at least 10 experiences down from your day and then read them all over again and consider how pretty great your day actually was. This should act like a 2-for-1 special because we gained from the initial bout an experience of gratitude, and now we're gaining again from the summarization of the entire day. This is going to make you feel really good about your day and therefore your life. Gratitude is a habit of perspective. Habits compromise routines, which establish lifestyles. Gratitude is a lifestyle, and those who fully embrace it live the fullest lives. So if you're ready for your entire workplace to experience a positive shift, then be sure to share these videos with them. God knows they need them, and maybe some family members too. Ask any questions you have in the comment section, and I'll do my best to get you squared away. Thanks for subscribing, and we will see you in the next video.